Go.
Imagine, if you will, the best physical hockey player in your team being suspended for numerous games, 5, 10, possibly 15 games. The only reason you attend these games is because the fighting is involved. You like hockey, yes, but you like the fighting more than the hockey itself. These fighters are great role models for young kids, even adults, possibly even friends of the professional hockey players. According to BleacherReport.com, Andrew Jordan, in a game, a fight could also be used to inspire a team to play better after conceding a goal, or a big hit, or another event caused the team to lose momentum. End quote. Set the tone of the hockey game. We must allow fighting in the NHL to continue for numerous reasons. They set the tone of the hockey game. A team gets a lot of momentum after a win from a fight. Not even just the win, but the fight itself, even if they lose. Yes, some hockey fans are just fighting fans, but it's these fans who we might lose if the fighting disappears or is allowed or disallowed. According to Kuklas, the fan attendance have risen in the past 3 to 5 years. Now this is very good for the NHL because they're not only getting fighting hockey fans, but they're getting fighting fans as well. The UFC is fighting, but they get the sport because they're on the edge of their seats all the time waiting for a fight to occur. Goals are not often scored. Fighting gives more action to the play because it's a little spark that gives the team that little edge to do a little better in the playoffs, especially at this time of year. But goals, since the rules have changed, goals haven't been scored that many, sometimes in excess, but otherwise they've been just about 1 to 4 goals a game. Personally, I've been in a fight. I was in Canada, and once the fight was over, it was a draw, but I have to say that I won. But it gave my team a lot of momentum as far as want to get in fights themselves, or just we ended up getting a little boost that made our team score about, I believe, 2 to 3 goals. It brought the team together, and the physical play increased as well. In junior years, up in New Hampshire and in Philadelphia, I played in fighting leagues that they let us fight, but we got a lot more fans because they let us fight. Now, reasons to keep fighting in the NHL: protect the skill players. They protect the better players that are more offensively better overall. If they get in a little scrap, they help them out. They set the tone of the game, like I said. The specific role of a hockey player. Now, if fighting is taken out, the job is taken away from an individual. Now, we'll be speaking about that in a couple minutes. Here's a preview. We'll be talking about how fighting gives its uniqueness, how it draws in a crowd, fans go wild, and the it could happen factor. Now, the problem is fighting being taken out of the NHL. It's key that fighting is not taken out of the NHL because numerous reasons. It's a job for a hockey player. And if the job's taken away, it's a reason they can't be on the team because they cannot fight. The uniqueness is gone. Now, hockey is a very unique sport in that it is a very physically demanding sport. Football, yes, is very physical, but hockey is a quick pace fighting game, physical game. Now, when the fans are watching the game, they're on the edge of their seats waiting for a fight to occur. Now, if they see the fight happening, they're caught off guard and they're more aware and more into the game, more into the fight. The player's head must be in a swivel as they look at their favorite player, hoping they get in a fight, and they keep watching the play. Again, it has to do with the fan attendance. According to Clark Baldwin of Ezine Articles, hockey has always embraced fighting and claimed to be the toughest and most rugged of the 4 main sports. End quote. Like I said, the fighter of the team has a job to do, and if their job is taken away, there's no room for them to be on the team. these fights draw in a crowd. You see on commercials for NHL. They have these. They have these. They have these commercials that show fighting isn't the game, but physical presence is also needed, and they get these fans as well who come into the arenas. Fans love it, as you can see. They love the blood. They love the violence. It teaches a way for people to defend themselves, not directly towards kids, but it teaches them to have a little edge, while especially on the ice hockey surface. Gives that little edge, to little advantage. The it could happen factor. The smallest incident can result in a fight, from lifting a stick too high, from verbal fighting, from anything. A missed penalty call, resulting in a verbal fight, resulting in a physical fight. Everything leads up to fighting. And like I said, the fans get caught off guard. They're on the edge of the seat. They go get a hot dog, get a piece of candy, go back, and there's a fight occurring. They're just into it. They're more into it. They expect to see a fight, but if they're caught off guard, they're more into it. They love it. We love it. Now that we know how fans cannot watch a hockey game unless they are on the edge of their seats waiting patiently for a fight, let's be aware of what we can do. The solution is to be very vocal about it. The solution is to be very vocal about it, in that we can't hold back. We got to send emails in, complete online blogs, etc. The president of the NHL will read these blogs and hopefully be aware that there are many fans that wish they will not take the fighting out of the NHL. The fan attendance will absolutely go down. If this occurs, I don't know what could happen, but maybe another lockout. I don't know, maybe due to the arenas not getting as much money again. But hopefully we don't have to see that. We can do something about it. You have no choice but to keep the fighting in the game if we keep sending these emails in, writing on blogs online, or writing articles into our favorite newspaper. If change has to occur, now this is if it has to, regulating players to one fight a game. Okay, one fight a game. Usually they don't fight twice in the game, but it has that regulation now they can only fight once. Hockey is a very physical game. According to Jordan of the Bleacher Report, NHL fans have among the most loyal fan bases in all of sports, and the biggest hockey fans always love fights. If we lose fighting, we lose a part of our fan base. If we lose part of our fan base, it's just not good, plain and simple. It's all about the structure when it comes to the fan base. We have many hockey fans, we have fighting fans, we love people watch the coaches, we have the scouts, everything. There's a problem. Taking fight away from the coolest game on earth, it just cannot happen. There's a solution though. If we have a voice, it'll be heard. Start blogs, start anything. We have role players and we have enforcers. We have people who have jobs, and some, if they take their jobs away, they have no part in the NHL. We don't want that to happen. Have a voice and keep the fighting.